Okay, for our next exercise, we're going to take this little red-orange sphere that we created and give it this glow effect. And we'll do that using the radial gradient tool again. So our first step is to draw a circle around this sphere. I'm going to convert to wireframe view, Command Y. Will give me the wireframe, and I can use the ellipse tool, clicking and dragging at the center. And I convert to wireframe just to make it a little easier to find that center point. And now I've created a circle, and I can give that no stroke, and I'll give it a gradient fill by clicking on the gradient slider and send it to the back. And by default, it has that horizontal linear gradient from black to white. We'll change that to radial. And we want the gradient to go from a yellow color to white, and what we're actually going to do is yellow color to 0% of that same color. So we're going to adjust the opacity so that we're blending out to no color at all on the outside edges. So let's start with the black color that's at the center of that gradient and give ourselves a yellow color, so yellow, a little bit of magenta, and we can adjust the position of the color stop to get that glow about where we want it. I think a little more yellow, a little less magenta. And then rather than transition to white, I'm going to select my yellow color stop and holding down the Option key, drag a copy over, and I'll remove that white color stop and adjust the opacity to 0. And now will give us a nice, that will give us a nice yellow glow. So the next step is to create one of these rays that are emanating from the center of that sphere, and then rotating it around the center as we've done in the past. I'll start with a triangle using the polygon tool, Option click, and create a three-sided polygon. And we'll rotate that using the bounding box, and then use the scale tool to reshape it so it's close to the ray shape that we're seeing up above. And again, just to help me snap this to the center point, I'm going to switch to wireframe view and bring my triangle over and snap it into place, and then scale it down so that it's matching up with the outside edge of my my yellow glow. And I can send that backward. And now it sits behind our red sphere. Now I'm going to use the rotate tool. Option click at the center point. And we'll try a 30-degree rotation. Preview. And it looks to me like that's going to serve our purposes, so I'll click copy and then Command D, and that will wrap our little rays all the way around the sphere. Now with one of my black triangles selected, I can go to Select, Same, Fill Color, and that'll select all the other black rays. And I can use the Compound Path tool, pull down from Object to Compound Path Make, to turn those into a single object. Now I can use the eyedropper to sample the glow color that I created for that yellow glow, and it will fill those rays. Now I can adjust the glow color that's filling those rays to make them pop out a bit from the yellow glow in the background. And I'll do that by adding a little bit of magenta. intensity to that yellow. So I created a compound path to turn these rays into a single object, and then sampled the yellow glow behind the sphere, loaded the same glow into the rays, and then adjusted the color just so that we get a little bit of differentiation and you get this sense of alternating rays and glowing color.